Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, and today we are going to do some spontaneous art. Wait, let's make sure whatever the neighbor's lawnmowing crew has put onto my canvas via the wind, we will remove. So this is my OXO omelet turning spatula, and I'm going to spread some paint on my canvas and remove whatever I can see that it exposes, and it exposes lots of lumps. Well, maybe not lots, but it exposes the lumps I want to remove, that's for certain. Anyway, good paint spreading tool, everybody's discovering it, and you can probably get it on anybody's Amazon link, but if you decide to buy it on mine, I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. Links under the video. At no added cost to you, in fact. Anyway, so, I've been watching quite a few other YouTube artists recently. Amy Madden and a variety of other people whose names escape me while I'm trying to focus on my getting my canvas covered with paint. But I think what I want to do right now, after I wipe off my spatula so I don't come back and find crud on it. Really? Can I actually do that? Really? It doesn't seem to want to get wiped off. Alright, I've got a dry rag grinder somewhere. There it is. And because if you leave paint on those, it's not a good thing. So I wanted to show you, this is a bottle of unshaken acrylic paint, and the Floetrol and GAC 800 and Deco Pouring Medium have gone to the top. And so my plan today is to do some strange things. I'm going to try and do some puddle pours. That is actually color shift. And then I'm going to contemplate whether I'm going to a ninja pour on top of them, or excuse me, a ninja swipe on top of them, or tilt them. Ooh, that's cool. I want more of that. That's a cobalt blue. I don't know that that was shaken well enough. I'm going to take my tops and put them someplace I can find them. I'm going to use my favorite colors, if I can get them to come out of the bottles, which always helps to have a skewer handy. So I don't want to go too far because I can always add more paint, and we know that about me. I'm a big paint adder. I did shake all my paints. I would like something kind of bright, so I think I'm going to do that. I've got 5 now. I wanted to do some magenta. I wanted some lighter magenta also, but I think what I'm going to actually do is the color shift. No, please get out of my painting. Bye-bye, you're dead. You're painted too. Sorry, little bug. Just going to use colors I like for right now. I don't think it really matters what I do at the beginning, other than use colors I like right now. I have some stuff to use up. Yep, perfect. I'm just going to keep squeezing some stuff where I like it. Coming back and adding more things to it. Like what? Like that. Now, the last person I watched do one of these anticipated Dutch things where you put some paint over, I actually said I would leave that like it is and just blow on it. And, you know, it doesn't sound like really bad advice right at the moment. I'm really tempted to just tilt, but if I follow through, we might figure some stuff out. Yes, that's not coming out. There we go. We got something. That's interesting. That makes me want some minty green too. These are color shifts from folk art. Where's my minty green? There it is, way over there. And maybe, oh yeah. I love that. Green gold with the minty green folk art. They're all color shifts, and I haven't put any gold in there. What else do I want in there? Do I want some more of that? No, I don't. Okay. I know exactly what I want in there. And here it comes too. I'm doing it. This is the neon from folk art. It's a multi-surface, but they have them in other configurations. And basically, it requires white to work well. I should just trust my instincts and go ahead and tilt that. Because it's pretty. I've got some. Ooh, I've got some other great colors. Go figure. And among them are this Mystique. If it'll come out. Oh, please. I hate wasting paint. I can't see just a little tiny bit squeeze out. I'm not being a little unhappy about it. So I suppose the reason I'm putting this down the middle is because I really never feel like I don't add too much paint. I know that was a double negative, sorry. I always feel like I add too much paint, and by the time I'm done tipping, I've covered my canvas and I have no white negative space left. So I'm thinking maybe take the white metallic, and since I've sort of mentally challenged myself to not flip the colors over each other, or maybe just in I was going to say maybe just in a few places, but I don't think so. I think I am going to put them around the outside so I have a chance to tip. Is there anything else I want? I love, love, love this color, so I'm going to give it to myself. I have a bunch of edge catchers handy, and I'm thinking that this is just too cute. The colors are bright and cheerful. If I can unstick my edge catchers, I can probably let my paints just flow where they want to, and then I can decide if I want to put chain in or what. Or maybe just let them be, you know? It could happen. Because I see so many beautiful puddle pour starts, and then they're swallowed up by all these processes that are just not, they're not bad, but they're just not as pretty as the original artwork. I kind of want to blow the edges out with my medical tubing, which is the same thing as fish tank tubing, by the way. I haven't used that over there. I want more of this. Whoops, that's not what I thought it was. Never mind. It's similar. Look, I'm going to fill in again. I think this is probably just going to wind up pretty, and I'm not going to worry about it so much. But I really want to remember what that color combination is right there. And I just want to keep adding the colors that I like where I want more of them, and I think that is one of them. I think that's what that is. And it's just gorgeous. I don't know if I've ever just decided to give myself permission to compose as I go along, other than, you know, usually little bits of paint. Just not exactly this composition style. Puddles, tilted. That is a thing that does not belong. I've just recently acquired tweezers, which I'm thoroughly in love with, and I recommend having them. I'm hoping I can keep some of that purple. I know this is just a really long, slow, drawn-out process, and I don't blame anybody for wanting to skip ahead to see, you know, what it looks like in the end. So this is mostly for my own pleasure at this point. I'm kind of keeping an eye on the shapes, and I'm not over being enamored of this. So I think I'm going to give myself permission again. See if I can catch it while it's flowing. That's a big bubble in there. I'm kind of liking what I've got. I'm kind of wanting to change this combination right here. She's filling in the white negative space again, even when she said she wouldn't. Yeah, well, all bets are off today. I'm going to sort of rotate that around. I want that to be completely surrounded by that color. Also, let me give myself, am I? Yeah. a little bit more of that to help it flow out. Just colors that make me happy. I need happy colors right now. I also need that right there. Now it's really tempting to go ahead and put chain and things in. I'm going to rock that edge catcher so that I can cover the edge of this artwork right there. The temptation is to come over here on the other side, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the paint on my edge catcher and put it right there. Because again, the name of my book on the Amazon link, strangely enough. This is a Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula. Comes in really handy lately for getting the paint off of the OXO omelet turning spatula. My other two favorite tools. So, let's go ahead now that, let me look. I think this green gold, not that it's coming out awfully fast, but I think a little bit of that right there, and maybe a little bit up here as well. There's some more of this in it. And maybe, I like this. That's that Mystique from Art Minds. I forgot I can blow things with my breath. And motivate things to move with my fingers. Get my stuff out of the way. I'm glad I had a lot of white paint around the edges because that sort of leaves me room to move the paint puddles that I've got without completely losing the paint over the sides. And I'm kind of feeling like this may actually be more successful than I was anticipating because it's allowing me to do something I've wanted to do. That's a bubble. That's a thing. Goodbye, thing. And what I've wanted to just do is not lose a lot of paint, but have some white negative space left. I'm going to rock that edge catcher. Now it begs the question, what am I going to do with the white negative space? But maybe I'm going to do nothing because it's pretty evenly distributed. I'm going to look around and see if there's anything like this little spot I might want to add a little more of the Art Minds Mystique to. And the same with this right here. And maybe if I want to move those, instead of tilting, I'll just take my medical tubing and see what happens when I bounce it off the painting. Yeah, let's go a little further. Actually, you know what? I think I have. It's either the round tip, excuse me, the pointed tip is number 3, number 4. I like my number 4. It has a really nice pointed tip. And I think because the canvas was kind of dry here and showing through a little bit, this was the perfect place to land something new. But I also like that white, and I want to separate it out. It's the metallic from Anita's. I don't know if I said that or not. I often call it pearl and don't remember. What else do I want, if anything? I love that blue. I want to see what the blue does in the Mystique. Hey, it becomes blue. There's our revelation for you. I feel like I'm encroaching on something that I like a lot. I didn't use any Prussian blue in here. Wow, that's kind of strange. I thought I did, and then I didn't. And I can dip my skewer in, and if I just sort of, I don't know what the word for that is. I'm nudging the paint. And I'm going to use anything that's on the skewer to go over the edge. But I'm liking the idea of evening out my design a little bit. Even to the point of over here, putting some more of that white paint in. I've got a minute left, so we're not out of time yet. But that Prussian blue is sort of like, wouldn't you like to have me join you? Yeah, she's getting very strange now. We'll see how I feel about that. We'll do the same and see if we can meld that. Because Prussian blue will often sell when other blues will not. I still haven't torched and I want to. I torched to release the bubbles caught in the paint. I don't know where that little white line came from. But I guess I shouldn't care, really, to tell you the truth. I am so just liking my funky 1960s flavored 1980s ski jacket colors. So I'm just going to torch. We may or may not get anything, but I like what I've got, and I don't think I need to do, well, you know what, I say that, and then I see that my paint didn't go all the way over the side, so I'm going to use the paint that I've got on my edge catcher, because it matches that area kind of, sort of, well enough to fake it out anyway. And the same with anything else I've got on my edge catcher that will camouflage missing areas. That's my 2-minute warning, so I should tell you whatever I'm supposed to tell you, which is if you shop my Amazon link at no added cost to you, it helps me out. And I got a book there. I got OXO omelet turning spatulas there. I've got Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas there. I have all kinds of cool stuff there, really. I picked out canvases and different metallic paints, and the color shift paints are there, and Sargent metallic paints are there. Those are a little expensive, but they're very high quality. There's mica powders, so you can mix anything. Anytime you guys need to ask me a question, please feel free to do so. Yeah, I just wanted that one little extra piece in there. I'm still going to have to torch, and I'm wondering if maybe it's not coming out. Surprise, surprise. Well, I will just use the puddle that is there now. My background white is drying up, which should really come as no surprise to anyone. So what should I tell you? I should tell you guys, please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for 80,000 subscribers. If you contribute, you will be included into the drawing. You can find PayPal and Patreon links under the video and on my channel header. If you prefer not to use PayPal or Patreon, you can do Zelly. But if you do Zelly, you want to send me an email. My email is under the video now. Thank you. Finally, I remembered. And on the end screens, you can find the contest on an exhibition video. You can find Facebook groups. Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation for students, and Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Fans and Collectors for fans and collectors. And what else? I love the idea that I actually kept my neon purple, and that's a definite result of me deciding not to tip it. And do I need anything else anywhere else? I got 1 minute left. And I think I've told you most of the things I needed to tell you, surprisingly enough. I actually made a different list, and I don't know where that one went. There's a big surprise. Just if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, the longer you watch a video and the more commercials you watch, the more likely you are to keep me coming back here. YouTube is changing. You might want to check, if you had a subscription, you might want to check that you still have a subscription, because my husband's disappeared. If you click the bell for notifications but you're not getting them, you might want to check your settings to make sure that that notifications are on. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, making more pretty colors for leggings. Oh yeah, Teespring. The clothing underneath the video is full of my great designs, and on covering tank tops and long sleeve and kids and babies onesies and great leggings and all over designs now. So I want to make sure you guys know I love you, and I do, and thank you for the great comments. My morale does need boosting sometimes, and you do a great job of it. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll say goodbye for now. Priscilla out.